Hello. So I thought to make one small video tutorial regarding the method to edit Google site pages that we are supposed to prepare update under ELRC. So let us go through why I feel there is a need of making such tutorial. I'll be taking the example of my own page only. So this is my subject page under ELRC, and I deliberately made it right now to initial settings. It was completely edited, but for the demo purpose I changed it. Now what is the difficulty we can see here? These problems are seen on everyone's page, remember. Okay, so sometimes images are not edited added, or old image, this is no photo, although it is written, it is a white paper image initially pasted, and people have kept it as it is and pasted another image, so they are not able to edit or remove it. Then below images, some syllabus have been pasted, and it is instead of giving the hyperlink means if you want to click on the syllabus, students should be able to open that particular PDF. So that is what we call hyperlink on any of the website. So people were not able to do it, and they have pasted this code, shared link from Google Drive. So it looks like this to the student. He has to manually copy this link. If he understands what is it, then he has to paste in the new tab Google address. Then he will be able to view that document. Same thing happens whenever video lectures are there. People have pasted only the lecture 1, 2, 3 and link. So ideal way, it should be a correct title of it is some introduction of my subject, then some topic number 2, types of highways, etc. And on that, if I click on that, okay, if I click on that, it should be able to open that individual video lecture. Here some of the faculty have pasted the Google Drive link, and it is clickable. You can see at the bottom here. You can see at the bottom. If I keep my mouse here, a visible address is shown. So that means it is a hyperlink. If the student clicks on it, he can go to that individual lecture and he is able to see that. But if such code are pasted for 40 lectures, this will look ugly. Okay. Here in second link, although Google Meet link, video lecture link is pasted, it is in the text format. So student has to copy paste in the web browser and he will be able to see it. Okay. So again, presentations. This is the ideal way. What I say, some topic is there. Then if you click on that, PPT will open up that particular topic. We'll see how it can be done. Okay. This is one example. As a ELRC, we are supposed to update syllabus, 40 lecture videos, 40 lecture presentation, I think. Then number of assignments 8 to 12, question papers, notes, ebook, and this is the facility given in the Google site. All the documents can be uploaded in the add file menu. So here, if we keep on adding, and if we can insert this link into individual above options, that means in the individual lecture or PPT we can use these links. But think about it, at the end of semester this will be 40 lectures PPT, then notes, content, assignment. Student will not be able to go through it, and it will be difficult for us to edit these also. Okay, because again we have to find out what is the source and manually change it from version 1 to version 2. Likewise, if it goes on changing, how about we can put one PPT and we can change that PPT in our Google Drive and it will be getting updated here also. So that will be the ideal way. Okay, we'll learn how to do that. Okay, now what I have done as a preparatory measure, let us go through it. So this was ELRC tab. I have opened one more tab which is a Google Drive. This is the Google Drive for the account of subject. This is specific TRP1. Okay. Within this Google Drive, I have made one folder in which I will be putting all my ELRC related, website related content in this site. Apart from this, any other thing which I don't want to share with anybody, I can put it outside this site folder. Okay, what is the use of this site folder? I will click, I have just clicked right click likewise, and I will share set permissions. Okay, it may not be always absolutely necessary, but in the last run it will be useful. Right now I have right click and clicked share. Here I can change the permission. This folder can be accessible within GIT or it can be outside, accessible from outside the GIT also. When it is made available, then another option which is a public will be shown here. The method of access, which will be viewer or editor. Mostly I will be giving access as a viewer on folder based. If editor access has to be given, might be some higher authority or your colleague, then it can be done for individual file, not folder. I don't want to copy link. I have just set the permission that this folder is accessible, viewable within the GIT. I will say done. Okay. Now, within this GIT site, I have made subfolders. Let it be some assignment, one folder will be there, question paper another folder will be there, notes will be another folder, presentation another folder, so that it will be accessible, easily identifiable for us. Right now for the demo purpose, I have updated right now for demo purpose, I have uploaded one presentation in the form of Microsoft Present PPTX native format. Then another, I have edited the presentation in Google Slide. Just for information, I will use it afterwards. I have added one more lecture in this folder only. This is Google Meet lecture or recorded lecture. One assignment, one image, and one PDF. We'll use these, we'll upload these and create link at appropriate places. Apart from that, as this is a subject ID and for last 2-3 months you have been using your personal GIT ID to create video lectures. So what I can do is, instead of copying all those lectures, I can share from that folder. So it is same way. To share Google Meet folder from your individual ID, you have to right click and select share and type the name of ID, that is a subject ID TRP1 @GIT, something like that. So when it is done, you can check my previous ID has shared one Google Meet recording folder with me. So I don't have to copy manually from those, all those video lectures are available here. I can select based on the individual date and create a share, or I will get a shareable link and paste in the ELRC. That we'll see how it can be done. Right now, we'll start with the updating of all these documents. Okay, so let us go back to ELRC page. Important thing, although you might have added many IDs, email IDs, like from add another account. This is our usual habit. Simultaneous multiple IDs might be accessing the same browser. we need to ensure that that particular subject ID is editor. If it is the editor of that page, you will be able to see a pen icon like this on that particular page. I can open another page, let us say some page, another page. This is the faculty page, and you can see here there is no pen icon here, so I cannot edit the content from other subject. So I will go back to my subject. Here pen option is there, we already know this. I will start editing. I will click here, so editing is started. So our first option is to insert a photo. What I will do is I will left click on this, there is an option, and I will click remove. First thing, I remove those pages image. Now in the insert menu, I will select image, and I will select upload image. I already done that, but let us do it once again. Upload image. So I will upload one more image. Okay, so this is one more image I did just now. I will select that image and click. So just now I have uploaded the image in Google form to this page. I will insert that image to this function, insert image. Okay, it was my previous image. I will select that image. It should look like this. Okay, it is occupying whole space, that's why I will select on this image and reduce its size. There is a option, whenever you click on image, this option will be visible. Okay, I will go to the bottom of the image, and now it is visible. I will select size as small. Okay, then as text should be in line with the image, what I will do is I will select wrap on option. I don't want notification here, it should go below, but I want my name to be here. So here name doctor, something like that, then qualification, I'll put something, then some details, mobile number, then email ID, something like that. As you are aware, you can use color, font, coding, everything is option available there. Okay. Then after inserting this image, let us go to the bottom side. We just saw what is the difficulty. I don't want such kind of coding. First I will delete it. Then I want to update syllabus here. What I will do is I will type syllabus, and what I want is if a student clicks on syllabus, he should be able to get PDF opened in new tab. So I will select syllabus here and insert link. Okay, so I did just one thing. I selected syllabus, then insert menu and link. So here I have to select web address, important thing, and I will put address of the syllabus file. So in Google Drive file, I have got syllabus file here, syllabus. I will right click on the syllabus file and get this menu, which is a get shareable link. Get shareable link. I will set the permission, like people within the GIT should be able to view the file, and I will copy the address. Okay, and let us see, done. I copied the address. I will put in ELRC page the web address I will select open in new window. Sometimes it is helpful. Most of the time file opens in a new window only. Now here, if you hover your mouse over the syllabus, a visual hyperlink will be created and student will be able to open the same PDF file in new window. That can be seen. Okay, let us say for similar link. Okay, one more thing. For syllabus, if I left click, I'm able to see the address. I can either change the file or remove the address and convert it to text file. Likewise, this is a text. If you click on this, nothing is going to happen. Okay, nothing happens. So this is a text. Now I want to upload some lecture videos. Instead of putting the code like this, what I can do is I want the content to be descriptive so that anybody is able to understand. So let us think that I want to make my first presentation about introduction of, say, transportation engineering, something like that. Okay. I want to use the link. So I selected it, then I will click insert and I will click link. Okay. I will select web address here. Now we will put the link here. I will go back to my Google Drive. Okay. My first lecture, let us say I have copied one lecture in my existing Google Drive. So I will select, right click on this Google Meet video lecture and click on get shareable link. Okay. You can share with directly people, but right now we want to use it for the student. So let us say get shareable link. I want to share it within GIT, and this time I will give right to the student. Instead of only viewing the file, the student can comment. Editor, then student will be able to edit PDF, PPT or video. I mean they can delete it. So we'll give either viewer or commenter rights. We'll see the meaning of use of this commenter right in short while. Time being, I have given commenter rights to the individual lecture, and now I will copy the link. Select done. Go back to the ERC page. This is first lecture. I'm going to put first lecture link in the box of web address, and then I will click OK. Okay. Now for second lecture, I want to give one more link to the video lecture. I have selected the content, insert, same procedure, link. This time in the web address, I'm going to give the link which is lecture shared from my previous ID, faculty ID, about any lecture I can say. Okay, this is some lecture. I'll right click on this get shareable link. It is from shared with me folder. So same thing, I can either give the viewing rights or commenter rights. I'll go for commenter rights, copy the link, done. I'll put it in the address box, open in new window, and let us click OK. This is regarding putting the videos. Okay, I just did the similar thing already. I'm going to remove it. Okay, so let us say my first lecture is introduction of, same lecture number 1, introduction for video and introduction of lectures, and that PPT I will be putting here. So intro of, say, transportation engineering, that is the same lecture, and another is a types of highway, something like that, highways. Okay, I will be putting a presentation which is in PPTX format, that is a Microsoft native format presentation, and I will be using one more Google slide show format for the second. I will show you why I am doing this. The first is intro of transportation. This is the presentation. If the student clicks on this, he should be able to see the presentation of first lecture. Okay, this is what I intend to do. So first lecture, I selected, I will insert link, web address. I will go to the my drive, the folder, and first lecture, lecture 1 ppt, it is here. I'm going to right click, get shareable link. Important thing, I want the commenter or viewer. Right now I'm going for commenter, then I'm going for copy link, then done. Okay, I got the link. I'm going to paste it here. Paste it, open in new window. This is the file for Microsoft presentation. Okay, let us see. I'm going to use one more Google slide. I'm going to repeat the same. Selected, clicked on the link, the web address, and I have to put address of the second lecture. So I have right clicked here, get shareable link, commenter, copy link, done. I got the link, I have pasted it here. This way we can insert lecture content. End of semester, your lectures will be some titles like given in book index, and if the student he clicks on that, he is able to see the individual lecture content, ppt, notes, whatever you want to pass on to him. Okay, so this page will be neatly organized. Okay, and I don't want to do this. I will just get rid of that. Okay, I don't want it, so that it will be creating difficulty and mess for student. So this way I want to control the access to student. I have done everything what I wanted to do. I will save all these things right now. Okay, now this is my edited page. Okay, and this page is visible from the subject. What I want to do now is I will open the same website from any ID. Now this ID represents student GID ID, because without GID ID he is not able to open this ELRC page. Right now this is the system. So any one ID GID is going to represent some student ID, and I will be passing on the link of this ELRC civil page, third year semester 5 subject link, so that he will be directly opening this page. He can go to my subject. Okay, now he is able to see the name of faculty, his photo, mobile number, email ID. Here if some formatting is error, then you will see this box getting disorganized. If it is not linear, you will see long lines here. Okay, that means you have made some mistake. So this will be content that needs to be removed. Okay, forget it. Now student can click on the link, YouTube, sorry, Google Drive video will be opening this page from student ID. Okay, this is the student ID, both are student ID only. Now the student is able to see the video. Now I was telling you about method of sharing. Either you can share a presentation and a video lecture as a view or comment. So if you give comment option, any student can add comment like this, and he can pass on the message, I do not something understood. Okay, likewise, what is the use? The NBA criteria number probably 2.2 number, or I don't exactly remember the criteria, but NBA says that whatever the subject content you have prepared, it must be passed on to the students and colleagues and teaching faculty from other institutes, and they must give remark, and your content should go on developing within next years, and some very good marks have been reserved for that. So this is the very good opportunity. You can simply pass on the video link lecture to the faculty, and he can watch the lecture and he will suggest that I explain this point properly or something like that, and he can post the comment. These comments will be visible to the students also. Okay, if I don't want to make it visible, if I'm logged in as a subject in charge, I'll be able to resolve these links. So I can say that this problem asked by student has been resolved, so it will be vanishing from the page. Even the student, after say 6 months or next batch of student, is able to see what are the comments which have been given. This is the very good record we can show at the time of audit, that this is my content and these are my inputs and I have improved by using these comments. Okay, now this is regarding YouTube video lecture, Google Drive lecture. Let us go for the same thing. The student is going to click on presentation, which is a Microsoft PPTX native format, and presentation will be opening in native format. Let us see how it is going to open. I will click Google slide also. Okay. Let it be. And okay. Now we are opening this ELRC page like a student. Okay. So student, if he is opening the PowerPoint presentation format, we know we can upload the format in PPTX, but student, to edit it, it has to be in the Google slide. But still student can view it, run it, and he can give the comments like here. Okay, so here we have to add the comment. To give comment to the PPTX format, the student has to select some area within the presentation, and then he will be able to view some comment. That is a very good, something like that, or explain likewise. Okay, this very good can be from your colleague or HOD or likewise. This is a comment given. Okay, then similar thing, you will be able to see and hide comment here. Okay. Same file opened in Google slide format. The student can see comment history and give the comment. Slightly different scenario there. He can add the comment, that new comment something. He is writing something to you and he is written there. Okay. Now here you can say that previous queries which have been resolved by the faculty, concerned faculty, and now new query somewhere there. Okay, where is new comment here. Okay, this query has been added. Now he is able to identify and he can just resolve it or reply to it, and it will reach to that particular faculty and student. It is a nice way of collaborative working. So this way student can add, edit the content. Okay, now as a faculty, just now the student has edited, viewed the file. What I can do is I will just refresh it once again. Right now this is a subject ID which is opening ELRC page as an editor. Okay, so I will be opening. Either you can open the page as an editor and see the video presentation. I will click to the link, or you can without editing without editing without editing you can select the presentation. Okay, we'll see that. I must have clicked on video lecture videos. Okay, so I have clicked on video lecture. Let's see, this is the presentation opened, and these are the comments given by the student ID. The faculty can simply resolve it. It will get vanished, and we can see the comment column show inactive comments, or what is pending, or hide column. So this is a good way to keep track of the things, and things will go on developing over the period of year. And I believe with this small tutorial you will be able to edit your ELRC page. Okay, so thank you very much.